Hey guys, welcome back to another chess commentary. So I just got back from my CS exam that I was talking about like last video. They gave us 2 hours to do it, right? From 7 to 9, but I left the exam hall at like 7:30. Why? Well, because it was such an easy exam, bro. Like I didn't even need to study. Like I swear like you could pick up a random guy off the street and be like, "Oh, yo, take the CS exam." And then they'd probably do as well as I did, right? Like it's so easy. Like I can literally tell you a few questions that were on the exam, right? There's in this entire page question that was like, okay, let's look at this sample code, and it's like 20 lines of sample code, and it's like blah 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 blah, and it's like, okay, so what, like, will it was like a yes or no question. It was like, does this code like throw an error if this one thing is entered, and it's like this obviously like random string of integers that like you just never it just probably won't work, right? It's like, for example, it's like a banking account, and it's asking you for your name or like your ID, and then the guy puts in like like an object. It's like I'm asking for your name, and then you give me like you hand me like a bowl, right? Like it obviously makes no sense. And it's like it's like a whole page of code and words, and then at the very bottom, there's one singular line that's like, write yes or no, and then that's like the entire question for that one page. Like it's unbelievable. Like it's so easy, man. And it was like that for like it was like a thick packet, right? They hand you like a thick packet, and like it's like they plop down a thick packet on your page. It's like 20, like more like 15 pages, and I'm like, dang, this is a long test. And then I look at the first page, and it's like one question at the bottom, and then I turn the page, and the next one's like two true and false questions. That one is obviously false and one is obviously true. They're like, those true and false questions that are like the same exact sentence structure, and then like the one word is changed at the end, so like that one of them has to be true and the other one has to be false. You ever get that? It's so funny. I don't know why I was stressing. Anyway, so I did watch all the lectures. It took me like 5 hours. I was kind of not locked in the entire time, so that's why it took me a little longer. I did that all yesterday, and now the next existential threat, right? So like, college is just like it just keeps going. Like you get like a month of break, and then like suddenly it's exam season now. So it's exam season again for me. And the next big threat is physio. Let's go physio. Physio. I love physio, right? I think we're doing something heart, something lungs, I think. I don't know. I haven't been to lecture in a long time. I just don't go to lecture anymore. Like that's just I don't do that. I have things outside like slacking off and sleeping, so hopefully that goes well. But anyway, that's like my exam life, college life. That's probably irrelevant right now. I think this guy just dropped this. Did he drop? Okay. So if I take this, he will take my bishop, and we are even. But if I take this pawn, so I'm gonna take this pawn to get an intermediate move, and then take this knight. So I technically win a pawn. I thought I could win more here, but apparently not. One small problem is that this rook does come down here, and this is gonna be quite a huge pain. But I will take this pawn if he does that, and I will control um this square, so he doesn't actually have any sneaky ideas over here. What I'm a little concerned with is something like this, but whatever. I just take pawns, I love eating pawns. This bishop also has this neat move to go here, and it's pretty much irremovable, even by this knight going here and here, because my queen and my rook are both covering the square, so it's not a threat at all. This knight is probably not gonna hop here. Okay, so he is threatening to do that. What I could do is I could take this pawn, but am I that greedy? Am I really greedy? Yeah, I'm really greedy. I want everything. I want all the pawns, every single one of them. So now I'm gonna go here to threaten both pieces. I'm just a little concerned that I might be dropping some sort of tactic, but I don't think so. I think this works perfectly fine. This doesn't actually do anything because I win the rook immediately. So I think I have this one in the bag. Hopefully. You know, when it gets late, your tactical abilities drop significantly. So I might be missing something very obvious, but I don't think so. Anyway, just a few channel updates. I'm currently editing a video that's like very general tips and tricks. How to get better generally, like, so I don't have to see any more comments that are like, oh, tell me how to get better. How do I gain elo? Like, those questions are fine, but like, they don't really help, or they won't help me and they won't help you because they're incredibly vague. Like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what openings you play, what your problem is. Like, are you weak in the opening? Are you weak in the end game? Like, what's the deal, right? It doesn't help me at all. So, I'm not saying they're bad questions, right? Everybody wants to get better, but it's just I need more information. So I'm just gonna make like a general, like, how to get better guide, like do tactics, play games, that kind of stuff. Just the general information everybody needs to know, and I'm just gonna put that on the front, like, homepage of my channel, so like everybody can see that, so we don't get these like very general questions anymore. And then if you guys are more into specifics, I definitely am working on a like how to self-prepare openings video, so that will help you guys there. And if any of you guys have any weaknesses elsewhere, like maybe you don't know how to prepare end games, you don't are lost in the middle game. That's another thing people are very that a lot of people have a problem with. They get lost in the middle game and they just don't know what to do. I can make a video on that. So I'm definitely gonna make videos on more specific, like how to improve, not like there's no way I can answer like a vague like, oh, how do I gain elo, or how do I become you, or how do I get really good. Those questions don't really help. Both, they don't help you, they don't help me. So I'm gonna look forward to those videos that I'm going to make soon. If you have any really specific questions, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, I respond to the comments very quickly. So yeah, that should be about it. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye.